Ian, big news about a big time retro game sale. Seems
For
like
big money.
For big money. No whammy, big money, and stop. Stop on a sealed Super Mario Brothers NES game that sold for $30,000. Our pal Chris Kohler at Kotaku reported on it. On Nintendo Age, looked like it was confirmed that this was actually paid for. So, Ian, why is this a big deal? I'll tell you why.
Oh, well, okay.
Because there hasn't been a sealed game outside of a Stadium events has gone for this many figures that I've known about, at least on the NES. So, typically you can go to a convention. I went to a convention last year and saw a sealed Super Mario Brothers game for about $600, $500, somewhere in there. But there are multiple versions, damn it.
I was going to say, was it the hang tab version?
Well, here's the thing. There's about at least 3 versions of the Super Mario Brothers.
Yes.
The original version is a sticker seal.
Right.
Sticker seal was the first iteration of the black box games that they put out in the fall of '85 to about, I want to say, at least the first few months of '85. Like some of the ones I own, Gyromite, Duck Hunt, the ones you get in the deluxe box, had a sticker seal. It wasn't a cellophane seal. Those are obviously the rarest ones to still find sealed. Those go for a ton of money. This one that sold was the second iteration. So this is a hang tab version. So a hang tab, do I have any hang tabs here? Let's see if I have any hang tabs. Oh, I got a hang tab. Hang tab in.
Yep.
You have to open up the cellophane, but then you pop out the tab and you put it like if you went to like Kitty City, like I did. They were actually hung up, the games. Mm-hmm. Not good for the box, but good for displaying easily. That's the hang tab version. That's the second iteration of a lot of these black box games. So those are the ones that are the second most rare. The third version would just be non-hang tab. Yeah, my Super Mario Brothers.
Just a sealed box.
Just a sealed box. And like I said, I see those not often, but you can find those easily. And on eBay, you can get them for not much money. So this version, though, is the second version. And these don't come up for sale often. The one with the hang tab that are sealed, right?
Right.
So this is why this went for so much money. People were saying, Pat, is this real? Is this fake? Why is this going for so much money? That is why. According to Chris Kohler, and in this article,
about a
dozen known. I'm gonna take this word for it. I'm not a big sealed guy, obviously sealed. So I'm not gonna speculate on how many are actually out there for this. I will say this: there's confirmed. Well, I sourced 26 sealed Stadium events. 26 sealed.
Okay.
Not only a few, Chris. Not only a few. 26 sealed Stadium events. This is less than that. So this is gonna, in theory, be harder to find than that. So to me, this is the difference between finding a mint copy of Detective Comics number 12 versus 27. So to me, the Stadium events would be Detective Comics number 12. You know why? Detective Comics number 12, it's rare. It's hard to find. But who can you tell me what's in Detective Comics number 12? I can't. No one else can't fucking do that. What's in 27? The first appearance of Batman.
Yeah.
It's more important. That's why it's worth a lot more. So for my money, this is why this is more important in the long run, a game like this. And this is only the second. This is the second iteration of this version, not the first. So, and that's why, to me, it's going for a ton of money. Has the original Caldor $26.99 price tag on it still. Good old Caldor. I had one 10 minutes away from me in New Jersey. Love Caldor. Sort of like a Kmart / Bradley's, and Bradley's is gone and Kmart's on its last leg. And that's how much these black box games cost originally. Most of them are under $30. Then once you get into like the later years, they start going up to like $40 and $50 for third-party games. But originally, they were pretty reasonable. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why I got that as a kid. No, I got it in my box. That's right. I got it. It came with it. So to me, this is more of an interest to me than a Stadium events because obviously Super Mario Brothers is one of the most significant games of all time. Again, this is to me like you can find comics or baseball cards that are rarer than the most expensive ones out there, but they're not as significant. Stadium events is not as significant a game as Super Mario Brothers. So if you wanted to get a game and say, wow, this is important. This version of the game, was in stores pretty fucking early. This is important for that reason. And so to get a sealed copy of that, icing on the cake. Where's my Super Mario Brothers? I wonder which version I have. Obviously, I don't have a sealed one. I don't have any sealed black box games. I think I have a sealed Zelda 2. It might be expensive. I don't know. So any thoughts on this, Ian?
No, I just think it's interesting.
Came from one of the 3 big retro game dealers, DK Old. There's actually like 4. There's like Lukey Games. There's JJ Games. There's another one out there. Hillbilly Media is another one. He said he had it for a while. Went up for a no reserve auction starting at 1 penny. The CEO, Drew Steinmel, says that the game, along with other mint and sealed NES games, have been sitting in his office for years.
Yeah, there's a Kid Icarus that went for like 11,000.
Until we finally decided to let him go. I'm just really surprised that it went for 11,000. The Kid Icarus, really surprised. It might have been like, I guess, to sealed collectors that are nuts. Maybe it's the best version they've ever seen.
Yeah.
So they went for it. So go look for your sealed games out there. Sealed, but I wondered then what a sticker sealed version would go for versus this.
Yeah.
Your eyes just lit up.
I think sticker seals are cool.
The only thing about sticker seal is that that would be a little bit easier to fake.
Yes.
Because as long as you have the sticker from that game or another game, there's not a huge amount of telltale signs to know that whether or not that's been opened or not.
Lifted and reclosed, yeah.
There could be a fine line on the back of the box because the lid went up.
Sure.
But I mean, what if you only opened it once, you know, and put it back? So I'd be a little wary of that. Personally, because I had a Gyromite that I thought originally was never opened sticker seal. It was opened like once, you know. So all right, so there's your game du jour in the 5 figures on this CU podcast.